What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Real quick on this intro, stick around, find out how you can win a set of Oberon levers free of charge to you later on in the video. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to yet another video. As always, thank you so much for tuning in, checking out what we got in store for you. This video is going to be a special video for you guys, especially. Make sure you stick around and listen for the secret word, because we got something special planned for this video. For this video, we have teamed up with Oberon over there across the pond in the UK. Super stoked for this video. I love Oberon's levers. I will never ever run any other levers but Oberon as long as they're in business, and they're going to be in business for quite some time because they've been doing this for a minute. If you guys don't know who Oberon is, they make one of the best adjustable levers for cable clutch and hydraulic clutch motorcycles, especially Harleys. And these are probably the best levers, not just adjustable levers, but the best, most comfortable feeling, well-made levers on the market. Whether you're wanting to just get rid of your clunky stock levers and you don't even care about the adjustability, but you want something that is well-made and is comfortable for those long rides. And I promise you, even if you're not looking at getting a set of adjustable levers, these are fantastic for those longer rides when you start getting those hand cramps, hand fatigue. You can just, while you're riding, switch this dial and bring in that mobility closer to your handlebars or further away, depending on what feels most comfortable to you. These come in an array of different colors and options. You can do different colored blades, different style blades. They have like 3 or 4 different style blades. I'll put them up here on the screen for you. They have different colored switches that you can do. I went again with the gold, and instead of red this time on the switch, I went with black. But yeah, dude, these things are made so well. And if you have chronic pain in your hands like I do, dude, these things are a game changer, absolute game changer. And they're a breeze to install. We teamed up with Oberon. They sent me these levers for the new bike to put on. But as something special for you guys as our viewers, I wanted to do something a little extra, and I want to give a set of these levers away to one of you guys of your choice. No matter what levers you want, you just, the winner can let me know or let Oberon know, and they'll have a set of levers sent out to you. So the secret code word is coming up here in a little bit. But yeah, once you hear that code, just comment down below in the comment section so I know that you heard what it was, and we can get you entered into the drawing for your custom set of Oberon adjustable levers. Now, this is going to be an install video. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. I did an install video on these for the last bike, but it was for a hydraulic clutch. If you want to check that out, you can check it out up here in the top right somewhere. I'll just post it up at the top. If you have a hydraulic bike and not a cable clutch, it's a perfect video for you to watch. And I'll walk you through exactly what we're going to be doing here, but for the hydraulic clutch instead of the cable clutch. So, without further ado, once again, make sure you're following myself, obviously. Hit that subscribe button, and make sure you go over to Oberon's channel and give them a follow as well to show them the appreciation for that chance to win a set of $250 levers. So, without further ado, guys, let's get the install going. First, we're going to need to ease up more tension on our cable. To do that, we'll have to bring you around to this side so I can show you, if you don't know, how to ease up the slack to make it easier to get that off. So let's do it. All right, guys, so on your bike on the front. This is a 23 ST, but you're gonna look for this little plastic bracket. Just pops right off. Make sure you don't scratch up your fender. Twist it around and we'll get it off of our cable line. Just like that. This right here is your cover sleeve for your cable clutch. And this is where your tensioner, spring, and everything is gonna be. It's gonna be under this casing. It's a lot harder to kind of show you because we have the CVO fairing spoiler, but it's right there. And this is just gonna lift straight up. It's going to expose a yellow sleeve. And that yellow sleeve is going to have a red set of like clamps almost. You're gonna pop those clamps out and you are going to push that spring in downwards and then pop those clips back in, and that's going to allow that release on your clutch so it's not as tight. As you can see, that yellow down there. All right, so once that's up out of the way, you can see that spring, the collar right there. And then your red tabs are just right up there at the top. Okay, it's popped out and loose. So you can see just like that. Fairing spoiler makes it kind of hard to see what I'm doing. But those are popped out now, so you can compress this down. Just compress it down and pop that back in. And then we'll jump back up here to the top to our handlebar. So as you can see, that loosened up a lot of slack in the line, which is going to make it easier to get this old lever out and get it unpinned and get the new one put back in. We can disassemble our control housing and everything, get this loose, get this off. And then one thing that's nice is the right side, the brake side's a heck of a lot easier to deal with. And you'll see what I mean. The back bolts are Torx 25s. So we'll start to loosen those up. We're also going to want to get our mirrors off. Your mirrors are a 13 millimeter. Make sure you're holding on to it so it don't drop out the bottom on you if you have them sticking upside down like I do. Okay, then we're going to take our perch clamp off of the front. Got our ARPs on here. So we'll get our perch clamp off. Remove the lever. And you're also gonna want a pair of snap ring pliers. This is actually easier to do when it's still on there, but I'm dumb and I forgot. If you don't have any, definitely invest in some, guys. These things are a lifesaver for stuff like this, because you do have a tiny little snap ring on the bottom there. So we'll take our snap ring pliers, take it off just like that. And then this pin on the bottom is just gonna pop through. Just like that. Set that off to the side. Don't lose that. And then just gently pull that out like that. Slide our cover off. Take this pin out, and that's it. We have our old lever out. All the pins and everything you take off, put them off to the side. Our replacement from Oberon comes with 2 new snap rings, and then our sleeve and our spring. And then you're also gonna want just a little bit of waterproof grease. Grease up these hinge points where they're gonna be mating and in constant friction areas. And we are gonna be reusing this pin, and this is what's gonna hold the clutch line into the housing of the lever. On the bottom of your stock, we've already transferred it, but on the bottom of your stock lever, you're gonna have this rattle clip, right? It's this white piece of plastic. You're gonna wanna take this off, unscrew this button head. It's a 30 seconds Allen head. Just unbolt that and then screw it into the new one. This will already be in the Oberon set, this button head screw, button head bolt, that's already gonna be in there. Just unscrew it, put your rattle clip in, tighten it down. And take our torsion spring and our torsion sleeve, which comes with it, and that's gonna just go right into the new one. You're gonna wanna make sure that the longer side is pointing down. I'll show you here in a second once we get this in. So just like that, you're gonna wanna make sure it's pointing down just like that. Take our cable, slide our pin back in to hold it in place. Take our housing, make sure this long side is seated in its housing, like seated in the little dimple right here on the bottom. Make sure it's seated correctly in there. There we go. We can pull our cable through and down, just like that. And then we'll take our pin that we pulled out, our new snap rings. So we'll just throw our pin back in the top, just like that. Take our snap ring, boom. And that's literally it. So we got our snap ring back on. We can get this line back up. Get our mirror put back on. All right. Cable clutch side is done. So we'll go back over here to where the yellow sleeve is at. See it right down there. Once you pop this, it should release that slack. And it should spring right back up and adjust itself. Just like that. Push it back in, and then we'll come back up here to see if that tightened it up, which it did. So before we go any further, I'm gonna test. So 4 is stock. And what I mean by 4 is there's literally engravings So 4 is the stock length of the lever to the bar position. So that's the stock throw or the stock reach, right? I also wanted to mention, be super careful when you're installing this back on there that you do not jam up that switch, because this is what tells you if your switch is engaged to start your bike. I'm gonna see at a stock throw, which is 4, if it's gonna start with it for me with the clutch pulled in and in neutral. So just pull this in, put it in gear. That tells me that that switch is in a good position and everything's lined up. Now, if we go down to like 2, see how shorter that gets, closer to the handlebars, and the closer that that engages. So we're gonna have it at 2, which is a pretty short throw. I'm gonna put it in neutral, and with my hand on the brake, just in case, I'm gonna see if this starts in neutral. Which it does. And now we'll test it in 2, pulled in gear. All right, so what that tells us is there's good slack, the required amount in our cable tension that's allowing us to adjust our lever at any position without affecting our switch that's in the housing. Me personally, I think the 3 position is the perfect position, but that's just me. It's gonna be up to you guys to see what's the most comfortable. But it goes from all the way from 1, which is really short, all the way out to 7, which is pretty damn far of a throw or a pull. But if you got big old enormous monster hands, then 7 might be a good area for you. I don't know. I definitely don't have big monster hands like that. So 3 is the perfect spot for me. That's the most comfortable for me. We'll jump over, we'll get the brake side done. It is so much easier than the clutch side. That secret word that I was telling you about that you're gonna wanna put in the comments is hashtag Oberon. That's Oberon. Hashtag Oberon in the comments, and that'll get you entered into win the set for yourself. So let's hit the brake side. All right, guys, so we're on the right side now, the brake side. So much easier than doing the cable clutch side. All we gotta do, get our mirror off again, remove this pin, take the brake side out, and yeah, I'll show you. It's pretty simple. Get our 13mm wrench, get our mirror loose. And I realized when I was doing the other side, I didn't show you a little bit of the grease that we use just to grease up those spots where it's going to be rubbing. I'm going to get the perch mount clamp removed just to get easier access to underneath there. Set that up to the side. There we go. little bit loose, just looser on this side to, because how it hooks in right here behind the inside of the switch housing. You just need to loosen that up enough to free this up. And then we'll turn this upside down to get that snap ring off. Zing! And across the garage it goes. All right, so we got our snap ring off. Now we can pop this loose, pop it out, pop it up. It's just like that. All right, so you have a plunger here. This is this bike is brand new, so it's still pretty well greased up. But if you have a bunch of junk in there, caked up in there, just wipe all that out. You can see mine still has the factory grease on there. I'm gonna just set the master cylinder on the tank right there for a second. Apply a little bit of grease just to these spots where it's gonna get the most friction, and you don't need a lot. So we got it all greased up. Just be careful when you're putting this in, guys, that you don't break this pressure switch or jam it up, because that would really suck for you. Pin goes back in, same way it came out. Take our new snap ring that came with the kit, new snap ring on. Make sure that's seated all the way on there so it doesn't pop off. Get this guy back into its housing. And again, there's another switch on the inside of this switch housing. You want to just be mindful of, it's literally on the inside of this switch housing, right here, where it mates in. Make sure you're not jamming that up. Get that tightened back up. Torque's 25. If there's any excess grease, you can wipe that off. Grab our perch clamp. Seat it in there. Transform the look of your bike with 20 minutes of work. Not just the look, but the performance. You'd be amazed at how better this feels and works with better levers, just better quality levers. Yeah, buddy. So good. Looks so good. Not only do they look good, they feel great. They're great for long distances. I absolutely loved mine on my Road Glide Special. They just complement in the best way possible. How great of a job they do on their machining on these. Powder coating done remarkably well. Logo laser etched in there, Oberon, made in England. So yeah, don't forget to hashtag Oberon in the comments, guys, to get you entered to win yourself a set, or a chance to win a set, I should say, in the drawing. And that'll stay open for till after the new year. So there you go, guys. That's it. That is the install. It is not hard to do, super easy, 20-30 minutes out of your day to totally transform the look and the feel of your bike for many years to come. These things will last. You take care of them, they're gonna last. Oberon has a warranty on their products. Fantastic company to work with. They absolutely go above and beyond for every single one of their products that leaves their warehouse and gets shipped worldwide. And I couldn't be happier. Like I said, I got tired of trying to go through different levers to find out what works best for me. And these are an absolute game changer. I went with the custom blade. They have like the arrow, the standard, and then the custom blade. As you saw on the screen earlier, I went with the custom blade with the gold blades and the black switches. So like I said, if you're looking for a comfortable lever, whether you care about the adjustability or not, even if you leave them at the standard, 4, which is this like the standard throw for a stock bike, even if you keep it there, you're gonna notice how comfortable these are and how much smoother they throw compared to stock. Like, there is a massive difference worth every penny. I can promise you that. Like, they're absolutely fantastic quality, and you're not gonna find anybody else that makes them like Oberon. So remember, hashtag Oberon in the comments, and make sure to like and subscribe, please. I would appreciate it. And also head over to Oberon's YouTube channel and give them a like and subscribe if you would. So that's it, guys. The drawing will happen after the new year. This will be my last video before Christmas, so I probably won't see you before Christmas. So with that, I hope y'all have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever it is you celebrate. Have a great time with your family and friends. As always, from Utah, much love. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Until next time, peace.